Welcome to Had6 channel. In this video, we will look into crusty. 19 adjectives with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Fractious, which means typically of children, irritable and quarrelsome. Fractious. For example, they fight and squabble like fractious children. Number 2. Snappy, which means irritable and inclined to speak sharply. Snappy. For example, anything unusual made her snappy and nervous. Number 3. Tetchy, which means irritable and bad-tempered. Tetchy. For example, she had always been tetchy and impatient with him. Number 4. Bilious, which means spiteful. Bilious. For example, his bilious temperament. Number 5. Peevish, which means having or showing an irritable disposition. Peevish. For example, a thin peevish voice. Number 6. Touchy, which means easily upset or offended. Touchy. For example, she's a little touchy about her age. Number 7. Cranky, which means bad-tempered. Cranky. For example, he was cranky after 8 hours of working. Number 8. Crotchety, which means irritable. Crotchety. For example, he was tired and crotchety. Number 9. Irascible, which means having or showing a tendency to be easily angered. Irascible. For example, an irascible and difficult man. Number 10. Crabby, which means irritable. Crabby. For example, a rather crabby old man. Number 11. Testy, which means easily irritated. Testy. For example, he was testy, arrogant, and hard to get on with. Number 12. Prickly, which means of a person ready to take offense. Prickly. For example, she came across as prickly and generally difficult. Number 13. Crabbed, which means bad-tempered. Crabbed. For example, a crabbed, unhappy middle age. Number 14. Cantankerous, which means bad-tempered, argumentative, and uncooperative. Cantankerous. For example, a cantankerous old man. Number 15. Peppery, which means of a person irritable and sharp-tongued. Peppery. For example, retired generals are expected to be peppery. Number 16. Ill-tempered, which means irritable or grumpy. Ill-tempered. For example, an ill-tempered woman. Number 17. Grumpy, which means bad-tempered and irritable. Grumpy. For example, his performance as the grumpy gate man. Number 18. Irritable, which means having or showing a tendency to be easily annoyed. Irritable. For example, she was tired and irritable. Number 19. Choleric, which means bad-tempered or irritable. Choleric. For example, he was a choleric, self-important little man. Can you think of other examples? Please share them in the comment section below. Furthermore, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.